Have you ever wondered, like really thought about how those small wellness businesses, maybe your favorite local gym or that salon that's always booked solid, or even your chiropractor, how they keep appointments full and customers coming back?
Yeah, without looking like they have this huge marketing department behind them.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
often feels like they've got some kind of secret sauce, doesn't it?
It really can. And what's interesting is that for a lot of them, there is something pretty smart working behind the scenes. Often it's a platform called Frederick AI.
Right, Frederick AI. And for you, our listener, especially since you brought this one up in the materials you shared, highlighting Frederick AI today, we're diving deep into exactly that.
Yeah, focusing on how AI is actually being used by smaller businesses, particularly in that service sector.
Our mission here is really to unpack how this specialized AI platform simplifies what seems like really complex marketing, for appointment-based businesses.
We want to show how it uses AI to automate engaging with customers, boost those bookings, cut down on no-shows.
Essentially acting like a set and forget it smart marketing assistant.
Mm-hmm. And the insights we're sharing today, they come from a really close look at Frederick AI itself, its features, and how it's actually used out there.
Giving us a pretty unique view on how it tackles those everyday small business hurdles.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's start right at the beginning. If you had to explain Frederick AI to someone totally new to it, what's its core mission? Like, what problem is it fundamentally solving?
Okay. At its core, Frederick AI is an AI-powered platform for sales and marketing automation. Its main goal is to help small and medium-sized businesses,
Yeah.
SMBs, automate how they connect with
To
customers.
get more bookings, right?
Yeah, boost bookings, definitely reduce those costly no-shows, and ultimately improve revenue. And the key is doing all this with like minimal manual work from the earner.
That sounds like a total lifesaver for so many entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
But is it, built for massive companies with giant budgets, or is it really aimed at the little guy?
Oh, definitely not for the huge corporations. Its primary focus is squarely on those SMBs, specifically businesses in the wellness and appointment-based service world.
So we're talking salons,
Spas.
spas, fitness centers, health clinics like chiropractors or physical therapists, places where the owners are often juggling everything. And frankly, marketing isn't usually their top skill or where they want to spend their time.
Right. So the promise is pretty huge then, helping these businesses run personalized campaigns that actually convert, but without needing a marketing degree or a dedicated team.
Precisely. It's sort of a smart shortcut to effective marketing for owners who are just strapped for time and maybe lack that specific expertise.
I mean, who has time to be a marketing guru when you're also, actually doing the haircuts or adjusting spines?
Exactly right. And just for a little context, Frederick AI started back in 2014. Then it was acquired by Mindbody Inc. in 2017.
Ah, Mindbody. Okay, lots of businesses use them.
Yeah, and now it's part of the Vista Equity Partners portfolio. They're based out in San Luis Obispo, California. Okay, that gives us the background, but let's get into the mechanics. How does this AI actually work? What makes it tick for these busy owners?
Well, the real magic, I think, is in its smart marketing automation. And what's cool here is the AI isn't just blasting out generic stuff. It actually learns. It identifies patterns in customer behavior.
Patterns like how often they visit.
Exactly. Past appointments, visit frequency, what services they like, even preferred times. This constant learning lets it target customers with really timely, personalized messages
And it sends these through.
through automated channels, email, SMS, even push notifications sometimes. It's not just basic automation, it's like adaptive. It changes based on the data.
So definitely not a spray and pray approach. It sounds genuinely intelligent about who gets what message and when, which probably leads nicely into these dynamic campaigns I read about.
Ah, yes. That's where it gets really powerful in practice. So picture this. A hair salon has a sudden cancellation on a Tuesday afternoon. Normally that's just lost revenue, right?
Right, a dead spot in the schedule.
Well, Frederick AI can automatically spot that slow time, that gap, and almost instantly send out, say, a limited time discount or a last-minute promo.
But who does it send it to? Everyone.
No, that's the smart part. It sends it specifically to clients it identifies as high value, or regulars who live nearby, or people likely to actually take advantage of a last-minute offer. It fills those gaps proactively.
And it knows who those people are because it's segmenting the customer base.
Precisely. The AI is constantly categorizing clients into really useful segments. Things like dormant clients, people who haven't been in for a while, or high-frequency regulars, even identifying clients who might be at risk of leaving.
Okay, that makes sense.
And this segmentation is crucial. It means the messages and offers feel way more personal and relevant, which means they perform much better than generic blasts.
Yeah, I can see that. Now, speaking of persistent headaches for these businesses, no-shows. They're a huge drain financially. How does Frederick AI tackle that specific problem?
It's got a dedicated feature set just for reducing no-shows, and it's smarter than just sending a basic reminder.
Boy.
So yes, it does automated reminders, but it can also offer incentives for rescheduling if it thinks someone is likely to bail. And crucially, it tracks which customers tend to miss appointments.
Ah, so it learns who the repeat offenders are.
Sort of, yeah. And it proactively engages those specific clients before their appointment, trying to confirm or encourage rescheduling before it becomes a no-show. That proactive step saves businesses a surprising amount of lost income.
And business owners can actually track all this, right? It's not just happening in a black box.
Oh, absolutely. Transparency is key. It provides really clear performance analytics, easy-to-read dashboards that show how campaigns are doing.
What kind of metrics?
Key things like the actual revenue lift generated by the campaigns, message open rates, and maybe most importantly, booking conversions. So owners can see a clear ROI and understand exactly what's working and what's not.
Okay, let's make this really concrete. Can you give us some real-world examples? Like, how would, say, a yoga studio use this day to day?
Sure. Okay, yoga studio. Think about the summer months. Sometimes attendance dips a bit, right?
Yeah, people are away or outdoors more.
So Frederick AI can automatically identify clients who haven't attended in, say, 60 days, the lapsed ones. Then it sends them a personalized "we miss you" email or text with a special offer, maybe a discounted pack of classes.
Targeting them right when the studio needs that boost. Clever.
Exactly. Or think about a hair salon, those notoriously slow Wednesday afternoons.
Always a challenge.
For salons, it's great. It sees those gaps in the schedule automatically and can ping frequent clients who live nearby with a limited time discount for that specific afternoon. It actively fills the chairs.
Like having a little marketing robot constantly watching the schedule.
Pretty much. And what about a chiropractic clinic where follow-up and regular visits are vital?
For patient outcomes and the business itself.
Right. So Frederick AI is perfect for sending automated but still personalized reminders to clients who are overdue for their next adjustment or follow-up. It gently nudges them to book that checkup
Which helps with adherence for the patient.
and maintains that recurring revenue stream for the clinic. It supports both sides.
It sounds incredibly useful.
Yeah.
But, there are loads of marketing tools out there. Things like MailChimp or HubSpot come to mind. What's the biggest thing small business owners might miss or misunderstand about Frederick AI compared to those bigger, maybe more general platforms?
That's a really important distinction to make. Maybe the biggest misconception is thinking it's just, another email tool. But it's fundamentally different. First off, it's built specifically for these SMBs in the wellness and appointment space.
Unlike the more generalized tools.
Right. HubSpot and MailChimp are powerful, but they're designed for a much broader audience. Frederick AI is niche. Second, it offers truly deep AI-powered campaigns. That adaptive automation we talked about, it's way beyond the kind of simpler rule-based automation you might find elsewhere.
And the integration aspect you mentioned earlier with Mindbody. That sounds critical too.
It is absolutely vital. It has deep appointment integration, especially via Mindbody. This means it works seamlessly with the scheduling system the business already uses.
No clunky manual uploads or complicated API setups needed.
Generally, no, which is huge for a busy owner. Many competitors require that kind of manual syncing, which just isn't practical. And finally, there's the cost effectiveness. It's designed to deliver a high ROI specifically for these smaller businesses, whereas some alternatives can get expensive or overly complex pretty quickly.
So it's not really trying to compete head-to-head with a massive CRM like Salesforce or even be an all-in-one marketing suite like HubSpot necessarily.
Exactly. It knows its lane. Its strength is its ease of use, its direct relevance to service businesses, and that tight integration, particularly with appointment software like Mindbody. It delivers targeted value without overwhelming the user.
Makes sense. And let's talk bottom line. What's the actual measurable impact for these SMBs? We've talked features, but what results do they typically see?
The results are usually pretty clear and quite compelling. Businesses often report seeing something like a 20 to 30% increase in repeat appointments.
Wow, that's significant.
It is. And they also typically see around a 25% reduction in those painful no-show rates.
Huge.
Yeah. And for the owners themselves, it means saving hours every single week on marketing tasks. Hours they can put back into actually serving clients or, having a life.
And the return on investment. How quickly does it pay for itself?
That's often the most impressive part. The ROI is typically really fast, often within just 1 or 2 months of starting to use it. It pays for itself remarkably quickly for most businesses.
That's incredibly quick. You mentioned the Mindbody acquisition back in 2017. How did that synergy actually play out? Is Frederick AI now just part of Mindbody or?
Good question. After the acquisition, Frederick's features became increasingly integrated directly into the Mindbody platform itself.
Ah, so it's embedded now.
Yeah, for businesses using Mindbody's main software for scheduling and management, Frederick's capabilities are often built right in. It creates this really powerful, unified solution. It's less of a separate tool now and more a part of that broader ecosystem for running and growing these types of businesses.
What a fascinating look at Frederick AI. I think our aha moment here really underscores how specialized AI like this can tackle these seemingly huge, complex challenges like marketing for a small service business and just streamline them, make them automated, make them successful.
It really proves that these powerful, intelligent tools aren't just for the giant corporations anymore. They're genuinely becoming accessible game changers for smaller businesses, too.
Truly leveling the playing field, as you said. And for you listening in, especially given your interest in how tech is boosting small businesses, here's something to think about.
How could this idea, this highly tailored AI-powered automation, apply elsewhere? Think about other specific niched industries or service sectors you know well.
Right. How could a similar kind of set it and forget it intelligent assistant totally change the game in an area you're curious about? Maybe even in your own line of work.
It's a really powerful concept that definitely goes way beyond just salons and spas, something to chew on.